Hi everyone, myself Harsha, you're watching Harsha Trainings, and I'm going to make a series of videos about rule relation algorithm in detail with a clear-cut explanation about all the different criteria that is there in rule relation algorithm. And this is a series of videos, total 7 videos. It is going to explain about rule relation algorithm, each criteria in one video. If you are watching this video, please be noted that there are other videos maybe in front of this video or after this video which covers the entire rule resolution algorithm process. So before we get into the rule resolution algorithm, and we are going to start a new training batch on Pega from this May 31st 2022. Timings will be morning 8 AM to 9 AM IST, Indian Standard Time. If you have any of your friends who are looking for the same, you can refer them. And if any of your friends who are freshers or any one of your connections who are freshers graduated in any degree and who have gap after education, or if they are looking for a career change, if they are already working and looking for career change, you can recommend Harsha Trainings. We suggest them the best and high demanding course in the market and get them achieve their goals to get into the IT field and get the IT job. And now this is the fourth video of rule resolution algorithm, where I am going to explain in detail about rule availability with a clear-cut practical example. And also we have seen the differences between different availabilities that are available in the rule resolution algorithm process. If you have any questions or any doubts, please post your questions in the comment section below of this video. And if you are attending interviews on Pega, if you have any queries for which you are looking for answers, please post those questions in the comment section below. We would be happy to help you and assist you based on application rule form. So in the rule resolution process commander considers class inheritance hierarchy and rule set hierarchy and versioning also. And then it talks about rule availability. It looks at rule availability. So rule availability you will not be able to imagine if I tell you orally like what I have explained so far, but I will tell you with an example being done here. Okay, so first of all, where is this rule availability and all? Let me show you. Any rule. Okay, I'm going to create a rule. Let's say I'm going to create a property, data model property, and just by name I am going to give availability property, some name. You can give any property and any name, that's up to you. And this rule, this is the label of the rule, right? And this is the name of the rule. This is a label. Beside label of the rule, you see an option called available. Click on that. You get a drop down. You see availability, available, not available, blocked, final, withdrawn. This availability option also will play a key role in the rule resolution process. Okay, I'll explain you about this with an example. Okay, look at here. I am creating this as a radio button because for our better understanding. And before I proceed to do this, just give me a minute. I will unlock the previous versions because I need it to be created in multiple versions. And I'm going to create third version also if required. I can create third version, but okay, leave it. And not only this one, other rule sets implementation 2 on. Okay, let's proceed now. I'm taking it as a radio button because I want to display it in the UI. When I display in the UI, you will be able to understand easily based on the labels because you know everything while creating what I'm giving. So this rule I am creating an implementation work class in version 02, correct? Version 02. When this label is displayed, you can easily understand this rule is from version 02 of implementation work class. You make sure every time when you create, you check in. Same name. Once again, I am creating the rule in version 1. In order to create in version 1, I unlocked it. Version 1 also, I am creating same rule. Here, I am changing the label. What is that? Version 1. You can easily understand this has been picked from version 1. When you see this, I will check in this. Same rule. Again, I am creating it in. Division class. Application class. Highest version. Create and open. Based on the label, you should be able to understand. This is IMPL application class version 02. Save this and then check in. Same rule I may create in version 1 also, that is okay. And I'm creating in version 1, create and open, say okay, version 1. Save this and then check in this. And once again, I'm going to create same rule in which class? Organization class. Rule set and all you leave it. Okay. What is this? Organization class. Maybe version 2 or version 1. One only it is taking, right? That is okay. 2 and 1 both you can create. So now the same rule with same name is available in different classes. You may even make it available in different rule sets. Let's not make it so complex. And at all the places, what is the availability option? Available only. So now I am going to create one section. I'm going to create one section. Create user interface section. Okay. What is the name of the section? Let's say available section, something like this. Create and open. I will add one radio button control here. I'm not going to create flow and all, that is not required actually. And here you go, text input. Where is it? I'm sorry, it's not text input. I want it to be radio button, right? Okay, I'll change it. I want it to be radio button. What is the property? This is the property. Let us execute this section and see which one is going to get picked out of all this. I have this rule available in multiple classes, right? One is in implementation work class, version 2, version 1, application class, version 2, version 1, organization class, maybe version 2, version 1. Even I may have the same in framework work class, parent class of that one, work dash, cover dash, base class. Out of all these classes, which one will get picked? Let us see now. But as of now, at all the places, the availability of a rule is available. Basically, first, in the current class of this section, where this section has been executed, in the current class, all versions it is available. So let's execute and see. Run this, execute. Based on the output result, you can easily say, because you have seen the design, which one is been picked? Current class, highest version is been picked. So because the highest version availability is available, when the availability of a highest version of a rule is available, process commander picks the rule, process and present the rule to the request from the current class, right? Availability, rule availability. Now let me explain you about rule availability. Rule availability decides whether the processing to be allowed or not. The processing to be allowed or not. Now out of which one we have experienced just now, that is availability available. Is processing allowed or not? Processing allowed. That's what we have seen. Okay, I'm not going to save it. Okay, next. See, current class highest version, I am going to change the availability option to not available. What is that? Not available. Just let me click on this. Not available, I have changed. What about version 1? Version 2, I made it not available. What about version 1? Version 1 is still available or not?
Will be available.
In the current class, highest version is being changed to not available. Previous version available. Parent class versions are all available. Let's execute the section and see which one is getting picked. You need to make sure you check in and test it. Tell me what is happening now. Not available version related rule. Is it been picked or not? That is been ignored. Then which one is picked? In the current class, previous version is there. Not available is highest version. Previous version is there, that is available, that has been picked. So if availability of a rule is not available, if it is not available, allow processing or prevent processing? Prevent processing of highest version. Take the rule from previous version of, yes, previous version of current class. Previous version is also not available, then it will go more previous, all versions completed not available. Then it will go to pattern variant. It will go to pattern variant when all are not available. Okay, but here previous version is available, it has picked that. And now I am going to make changes once again to test it with another availability. Highest version, I'm going to change from not available to withdrawn. Say okay, save, and then change. What about previous version of this? Is that still available or not? That is still available. Let's execute the section and see. Based on the output result, you tell me what is being picked. I'm sorry. What's happening? I changed it for version 2 only, right?
Yeah, implementation version 2.
Withdrawn, I have done it, right? Then available section. I'm going to run. Somewhere I'm making mistake or what? Version 2, it should not pick. Version 2, I made it withdrawn. Give me 1 minute. From not available, I changed it to withdrawn now for testing purpose. Okay, now I will run this section. Hold on. Maybe previously when I changed it, I did not make change. Maybe label I did not change it, I believe. Hold on. Somewhere I missed changing the label for application class. Oh, okay, it is correct only, right? Implementation. Okay, I'll give like division so that we can easily differentiate. I myself getting confused. It is behaving correct. Okay, now you see highest version of current class is withdrawn. The current class previous version is still available, and rest of the parent classes it is available. Let us see what is being picked. Highest version which is withdrawn, has it been ignored or picked? That has been ignored. What about the previous version of withdrawn rule? That is been picked or not? That is also not picked. I'll show you. Previous version of that one label is implementation work class 01. But what is that you are seeing here? Division 02 means that is in the application class. Application class rule is it. So the highest version of a rule is withdrawn. PRPC not only ignores the withdrawn rule, but also ignores all the previous versions of current class. So when the highest version of a rule is withdrawn, PRPC ignores all versions in the current class, directly takes from the parent class. So the rule availability, withdrawn is allow processing or prevent processing? Withdrawn is prevent processing. Prevent processing of
Class.
higher plus all previous versions of current class, and pick the rule from parent class. Pattern parent is the priority, right? Usually parent class, highest version. Everyone clear? This is about withdrawn if you choose. Next step. So what about the other availabilities? Now I'm going to choose, let me check out this. I'm going to choose it to be final. I'm going to choose it to be final and then save check-in back. Do not test without check-in. Okay, don't simply read the document, do it the same way what I am doing now. Run this, execute it. What is been picked? Same final rule is been picked or not? So
Yes.
I have made the availability of a rule in the implementation work class highest version final. Still the same has been picked or not? Look at here. Final is allow processing or prevent processing?
Hello.
Final allow processing. Same rule, same final rule. No issues. It looks similar to availability available, right? Availability final, both are behaving same. Then what is the difference? Let me explain you now. So look at here. I'll ask you one question. This is operator rule form, right? This is OTB section. This is OTB section. Business is asking, add one more field here. Somewhere here, add one more field. Phone number, okay. Title, first name, last name, full name, job position. Here, phone number. You add one more phone number 2. One more field, business is asking you to modify this section. So where should I start now? Given this requirement, where you should start? Where should you start?
Create a property.
This is the screen that is OTB available provided by Pega. Pega is asking, business is asking to modify this screen. So where should I start? Should start with live UI. Live UI. Open this section. What is the section? This is the section. Open this section. This is OTB section in OTB rule set and version. Same rule I need to modify. So what should I do now?
Save as
Yes.
and
Save as. Should I change the name or not? I'll tell you one thing. The property which I want to further include into this section is from the same class. Do I need to change the class and all? Do I need to change the name?
no.
I want
No.
to modify it, taking it into my rule set. Am I able to take it? Here
No.
on the screen. It is not allowing you to override the rule. This instance conflicts with final record. Look at here. The OOTP section is being marked as final availability. If the availability of a rule is final, it is allowed for processing. If the availability of the highest version is available, still that is also allowed for processing. Both are same. But one difference is the final rule means method overriding is prevented. You know the concept of method overriding in object-oriented programming. Overriding a function you want to override to change the behavior, then you save as the same with the same name, modify the function definition. Same way, if you are overriding a rule, save as the rule from one rule set to another rule set and make changes. A rule which is present in Pega OOTP rule sets and which is present in your rule set, which one will be picked usually? Our application rule set will be picked, correct? If it is not present in our application rule set, then Pega OOTP will be picked. So if you try to save as the rule from OOTP rule set into your rule set, if it is a final rule, process commander will not allow you to do this. So final rule availability final allows processing, but we cannot save as rule from one rule set to another rule set to override. So method overriding concept is prevented by final keyword. Java, same concept here also. You can. So business is giving you one requirement. Create a payment gateway screen in our framework application, which should be accessible to all different business implementations. But business is adding one more point, saying that this payment gateway screen should never be able to be modified by copying into below implementations. That is the additional point given in the requirement. You should never allow any of the developers who are working on implementation applications to be able to copy and modify it. Everyone should use same payment gateway what is being provided at the framework. Any changes you want, you do at framework only, but not in the copying into implement. If this is the requirement, what you should do? You should create that rule as a final rule. So any rule which you never think of getting it modified by copying into any other application rule set versions, rule sets and all, you should create that as a final rule. If it is available, then you can copy. Overriding is possible. So difference between rule availability, available and final, that is both will allow the processing, but if it is available, we can copy the rule from one rule set to another rule set. If it is final, we cannot copy the rule from one rule set to another rule set for overriding. It is not possible. Understand? And now, what is the difference between rule availability, not available and withdrawn? Not available means process commander ignores the highest version which is not available and picks the rule from the previous version of current class, same class. And if it is withdrawn, process commander ignores the highest version withdrawn plus all previous versions of the current class, directly takes it from the parent class. Understand? Okay. And the next one is, what is the next one? Blocked. Rule availability, blocked. Okay, save, check in, and then test it now. Where is it? What is happening? You need to tell me based on the output. Blocked. Understand the meaning of blocked? What's happening now? The processing of the blocked rule is being completely prevented. The highest version of a rule is blocked, then that rule will not be presented. Process commander stops executing rule resolution algorithm. Everyone clear for that rule? Online resources, everyone clear? Okay, that is about rule availability. I will ask you few questions later at the end of this video. Otherwise, I'll ask you now itself based on rule availability. You tell me.
Harsha, for block rules, it will not take any rule from previous version, right?
It will not take anything in the previous version. It will block completely. It will stop the rule processing for that particular rule. It won't present at all. That's the meaning of block. Now, Now the question is, if at all, if there is a rule, like there are 5 versions in the current class, rule is there in all 5 versions. Okay. And in the parent class also we have 5 versions. Parent to parent, pattern parent, division, organization also we have 5 versions. One rule is there in 5 versions, current class, division, organization, framework, like this. And the current class 5th version, current class 5th version, I have made it not available, and 4th version is available, 3rd version is not available, and rest of the parent classes, it is available only. So now when I make the transaction at the current class, so which one will be picked? Version
Parent.
4 will be picked. Version
Parent.
4 of current class will be picked. Correct? That is just a basic thing. Now let me change it. So current class 5th version is withdrawn, and 4th version, sorry, 5th version is not available. I'm sorry. 5th version is not available. 4th version is withdrawn. 3rd version is available. And coming to parent class 5th version is not available, and 4th version is available. This is the structure. Remaining all are available. So now if I am going to make a transaction at the current class, which one will be picked?
Parent
class 4th version. Parent 4th version.
4th version of division class will be picked. Right? Everyone clear? Okay. Next scenario. Current class 5th version is withdrawn. 4th version is blocked. 5th version is what? Withdrawn. 4th version is blocked. Parent class 5th version is not available. 4th version is withdrawn. 3rd version is available. Parent to parent, remaining all versions are available. Okay, which one will be which?
organization.
Everything will be blocked.
Which one will be which?
No, it will not execute anything.
Okay, you need to start from the current class 5th version. What has happened? Withdrawn. 5th version is withdrawn. 4th is blocked. When it encounters a withdrawn version, what will happen? It will directly go to parent class by ignoring everything else. It has jumped to parent class. Parent class 5th version is not available. Look at the previous version, right? 4th version is withdrawn. Then it will jump to parent of parent. At the parent of parent, all versions are available, right? Which one will be picked? Organization class. Highest version will be picked. Understand everyone clear? So this is going to happen. This is how questions will be asked during interviews. Okay. This is about rule availability.